So my last steam engine video, after taking it, I realized that it was at 12 minutes. So I'm going to cut it off right here where I'm talking about the oil and then go from there. Okay. So I already discussed the intake and what you do with that in my previous video. So I'll talk about my exhaust. You can leave it open like that, but I have this old lamp piece, cast iron, and I am going to mount it here, plug this end, and since I want it to be a little loud, because steam engines typically aren't too loud if they're small like this, I have this hollow pipe, and I'm going to run it with the same system I used here, you know, and if you don't see the previous video, that system is, you take some sort of plastic. I'm using an old aquarium hood that was broken. You drill 2 holes. It seats down in there. I would drill a hole for this, and then the washer would hold it up against it. Then I would have it soldered in here. So the steam would come out of, oops, sorry, I dropped my thingy. The steam would come out of there, but that's it for my exhaust. Don't have to do that, but let me talk about the important thing now. So here's the thing that makes it all work, and there's 2 ways to do this. I'm doing it the simpler-ish way, and mainly the cheapest, but basically what happens is my engine right now is at top dead, bottom dead center. Right there. And as you can see, there is a nail wrapped in Teflon tape that is seated in this valve. See, I can't blow through. You can't see it, but no air is coming through. So that would be where the steam is mounted. So the steam's up here, coming down, no air. So then you move the cylinder or the crankshaft, and it pushes it up. So now air can go through. And I don't know, you couldn't see, but this was twitching or moving. It's hard to blow that down. So now it's open. So then it comes back down, and it's closed again. And the exhaust would work right about now when it's coming back up. And it opens, it shuts, opens, shuts, opens, shuts, opens, shuts. Basically how this is doing this is I simply, and this is not the assembly I'm going to use, I'm going to buy some real fittings that screw in there, like this old spark plug I broke off the top. You would screw in there, and then have the same assembly. Every time this raises up, I have it mounted with this washer that it only hits the nail and lifts the nail up. It's simply hitting it. Now, in an internal combustion engine, you wouldn't want that, but in this application, it will be okay. So you're going to do that. This is not the assembly, like I said. I'm going to do updates. I'm planning on getting this done through spring break. So there's that. And probably the last thing I'm going to re-thing is my flywheel. Here's my flywheel, because that is not big enough for a steam engine. It's going to go on like this. But I have a question about how people mount it, if anyone is watching. Both my engines that I have torn apart that could be used in a steam engine, the other ones are right there. They have no threads on the outside, and this is a square. Yeah, can you see it? It's a square. And what that did is on my on the rod, the connecting rod, I guess you would say, this is just a square fitting. So how can I mount this on there? I don't know how you guys did it, but I need to know how to mount it and get it relatively straight and true, because I don't want my engine going every compression stroke. So yeah, with everything together at this point, it pretty much looks like, well, I need my screw. Hold it 1 second. By the way, it's 10:30 at night, so I'm getting kind of tired. Let me see here. I'm confused. Should go on that. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. This fits on this side, not the other way around. I had the screw on backwards, but the plastic piece was fine. So anyway, so you would put that in there. There we go. See, now I didn't get it on straight. Ah. Technology is so much fun till you have to make it. There we go. Okay. There. Okay. Finally. Cooperation. Technology must have been offended by my comment and decided it was going to cooperate. I'm sorry, technology everywhere. I was frustrated. So anyway, you're going to have that on like there. Have a thing of oil. It's bent down, obviously. This is not the pipe I'm using, by the way. It will be bent down like this. Into the oil. Ah, okay. This is not working because I have one hand. Right, there we go. It's bent down into the oil. It's sucking it up with each intake. But all the steam and stuff happens here. This has no use other than for oiling. You have your flywheel on and your valve. And then I'm going to have a stack, like I said, for exhaust. So then you would have this, you know, bridging the gap over here. Well, it would probably look more like this because you wouldn't be able to see the pipe. So it would go like that, and then this would turn. There would be a pipe up here going to my boiler, which is probably going to be a pressure cooker. Either that or this is almost out of fuel. And I have another one waiting up there, another blowtorch. So I might use this as a boiler, but this isn't a whole lot of room for steam. So I'll probably use a big pressure cooker. So anyway, this will turn, you know. You'll probably, I think it goes this way. I think it doesn't really matter, but I'm going to have mine running this way. It's taking in oil, so you hear whoop, 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 slurping up the oil. That is going up and down like it should. And then my stack with each time that this goes down, it's going to puff out steam. So it'll go boom, boom. So anyway, you can envision that. That's my steam engine project. This is part 2, update 1.